Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of the most difficult trading card games to get into, unless you know where to begin. Starting from absolutely nothing and a budget of £40 per week, we set out on a fresh journey to climb our way to the top tables of competitive play. To make the journey even harder, there's going to be a series of obstacles in our way. Not only are we restricted to sealed official product, but certain items like Structure Decks and Dual Devastator are off limits and locked behind a number of challenges. Join us as we prove ourselves to be a true duelist and turn this into a competitive monster. You're watching Yu-Gi-Oh! From Scratch Challenge Mode. Welcome back to the Dogmatika Gauntlet. After being blessed with the mark of the Nexus, we now need to prove ourselves to become a worthy member of the Dogmatika Crusade. Only the best of the best can join, those who can adapt and take advantage of any situation. Even this one. I think last week set up a great foundation for us to build upon, so today we double down and fill out our deck with some meaty sustenance. Before we do get into the money burning though, I do just want to say thank you to all the patrons and YouTube channel members for the continued support. I thought as soon as season 1 ended everyone would disappear, but instead we've been able to dive right back in and make this second season happen, even with an increased budget, so seriously, thank you so much. I do need to catch up on some shoutouts here, so big thanks going out to Big Fred for a cheeky little £5 and a penny PayPal donation, Elgro00, Reflex Weasel, Ryan Hall, Legend of Zolda, Young Royal, John Barry, and Brad M. They have all made a contribution to help out the channel through either Patreon or YouTube channel memberships, and you too, if you do so choose, can make a contribution by following the links in the description. All the tiers have been updated and we're doing monthly tournaments as well now, so go check it out. Now, we have about 10 filler cards in our deck that's really not contributing to any of our strategies, so the goal for today is to take those out and replace them with cards that actually blends our deck together. Sounds easy, doesn't it? £40 budget to get us 10 playable cards, but really, it all comes down to the cold, hard luck of the draw. We really need the luck in our favor here, and the best way to do that is to amass some luck points. So smash that like button to give us a luck point right now, subscribe to the channel if you're thinking about sticking around, and let's hope for the best.
Very good.
Alright fellas, a fresh £40 to spend. What do we buy to buff our deck? I will say that we didn't spend the full £40 this week. We have some change. Oh god, it's back. We spent £38.50 this week. I felt like the best thing we could do was to double down on our strategy. So here we have 7 packs of Rise of the Duelist. In the previous episode, we had a very good starting point, so if we could build upon that, I think we might actually be pretty close to getting our first match win with a playable deck. So we have another 2017 Kaibatin, which is going to get us another Pot of Desires, very nice. And on top of that, we have a very interesting product because I have never seen blister packs in the UK, but we have 2 Battles of Legend Armageddon blister packs that we got for £3 each. Dude, if we can pull like Kalantosa or Valeraphon, I guess, and things like Obedience Schooled in here, they're just ultra rares and you get 4 ultra rares per pack, we will be in a very good position. We're doubling down on the Melffys. So bless up, wish us luck, and let's get into it. See if we can get some more punishments. We would really like to have 3 as soon as possible, especially with the second Entis that we have now. So we have another Megalith Mommy here. Oh, Melffy Mommy! We got our deck Mommy in the early episodes at least. 2+ level beast monsters. Man, we needed this. I can't believe this is a comment and we didn't get it in the previous episode, but we do need that. We have a Curse of Dragon, the Cursed Dragon, Mathmech Diameter, and Gaia the Magical Knight of Dragons. So we're buffing our Gaia pile. I don't know, we'll see. Ancient Warrior Saga, East by South Winds. Melffy Tag is something we need. Melffy Playhouse, we didn't use in the last one, so I don't think it's actually that good. And we got the Dogmatika Punishment. Dude, what a pack. I mean, it's 3 commons, but still. Holy shit, hell yeah. Alright, let's keep this going. Another Rise of the Duelist pack. We should be statistically more likely to pull like a secret and another ultra because we have opened 8 packs. We have a second Melffy Rabby up on his favorite stump, looking around for his friends. We have another Astolfo. Yo. Ooh. Our third Red Potato Man. Indulge the Dark. No. I don't even think we can use this. We have to search a Dogmatika monster. Okay, we can search Adin or Theo. Dude. Oh my god.
Trampoline!
Oh my god. Holy Oh, this is sick. Nadir Servant. £60 card, I think. Maybe more. Oh my god. We got Nadir before we got Ecclesia. Come on, man. Oh, that is... Oh. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. That's insane. Okay, like, this pack opening feels insane. This is going so well, and we're only 2 packs in. Holy shit. Dice. We have Spiral Discharge, Melffy Hide and Seek. I thought this was protection from battle, but it's not. It's card effects. Oh, no! We have our 3rd punishment. Oh my god. Yo, we are getting our match win today. Holy shit. Alright, let's calm it down on the Rise of the Duelist because these packs are apparently stacked. Let's open a Blister pack. I actually don't know how you're meant to open these. Like this, I guess? Maybe? Never opened one of these before. Hello? Okay, here we go. So, Obedience Schooled, Kalantosa. Skull Knight is a very good option to get for the punishment, because you can banish it to destroy a monster or a card on the field, I believe. Or we can get Mega Fleet for our Cyber Dragon strategy if we do go that way. Or I guess, like, Invocation, even though I believe it's short printed, maybe? I don't know, let's see. So, we have Super All-In. Return 1 Sync Flower Guardians, okay, nope. Junk Anchor. Synchros, nope. Appliancer Breaker Bunkle, unfortunately. We have a Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Lion Emperor. I don't think we can summon that. And we have High Rate Draw. This thing's garbage, right? Destroy 2 or more monsters you control. Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, that was kind of garbage. We'll open the tin now. Yoink. I have actually looked at the set list since the last episode, and there's quite a lot of good cards we can get in here. We can actually get the Totally Awesome, and there's also things like Drowning Mirror Force, Cosmic Cyclone, all in secret rares. We can get the White Stone of Ancients, which special summons Blue Eyes from the deck. So there's so much potential in this set, it's crazy. Obviously more Zoodiac cards would also be super nice. Alright, so our token, another Ned Beats, very nice. We have Sanafond, Pot of Desires, our 2nd Pot of Desires. And I don't think we play the 2nd Blue Eyes, but maybe. We can swap the Nurgle out for it, actually. Yeah, so cool, very nice. Let's crack into one of these and see what we get. We could also get Fairy Tale Sleeper, which I think is a common, and that's pretty good. So, Beacon of White, Equip card for Blue Eyes, Dice Lops, okay, Machine Fire, Totem 5, if 5 monsters are special summoned at the same time. Jesus Christ, dude. Master with Eyes of Blue, again, we have Performapal Radish Horse, which is a earth, but it's a plant. 2000 defense, though, yo. Wonder Xyz. Immediately after this effect resolves, Xyz summon 1 Xyz monster using monsters you control. Okay, interesting. You have Tuning Gum, Dark Fiend. For our super, Full Metal Foes Fusion. Can't use that, unfortunately. Dragon Spirit of White as a tribute summon, I guess, and it does trigger off of normal summon. I don't know. We'll see. See, really, again? We have 2 Theseus. That's so unfortunate, man. God damn. Alright, next up we have Horse Stilt. Very colorful artwork. Crystallic Potential, a field spell for Crystron's Mare. Oh, have you read Misk? Now you have. During either player's main phase. Nope. And Ancient Gear Hunting Hound. Is an Earth. Alright, back to Rise of the Duelist. Give us some Melffys, please. Another Melffy Mommy. Okay, not really the Melffy I was looking for since we already have one now. Cursed Dragon, the Cursed Dragon. Galloping Gaia, field spell. We're getting a lot of Gaia stuff this time. Indulge Dark Lord. Rika Queen Strenna is a generic rank 4, so, you know, maybe we can play it. An Ultra and a Secret, though. That's pretty crazy. Dogmatika Nation, we got the field spell. Big Anarlondo vibes. Hot Claire, Jackhammer, and East by South Winds. I guess we can keep out the field spell just in case I do need to play it. We'll open another Rise of the Duelist pack here. Alright, we have Angry Claptrap, Edge Imp Scythe, we have Capricious Dark Lord, Dracoon Lamp, and the First Dark Lord. 3 Dark Fairy monsters, Fusion. Don't think we can summon this, unfortunately. Dogmatika Encounter, we didn't play that in episode 1. Heavenly Dragon Circle, Spiral Reborn, and the Devil. There's actually quite a lot of Pendulum monsters in this set.
Let's go, baby!
Alright, we shall go back to the 2017 Megatins here. We have...
Let's go, baby!
Digital Bug, Scaradiator. Can't summon that, but it is a 1800 body for punishment, I suppose.
Let's
Dynamist Spinos, Forge of the True Dracos, Digital Bug, a Web Solder, Gear Gear Change. We have Ancient Gear Reborn as our rare here. Magician's Rod, which we can't. Oh, we can actually search Magician Navigation maybe. Masterpiece, the True Draco Slayer. This isn't actually big masterpiece, but you know, can't be normal summoned, so we can't play it. Oh no, yo, holy shit, dude! This opening, we got the Toad. We can summon this. Oh, we need more Paleo cards as well. Holy shit, dude! Oh, this is such a sick opening. Oh my god. All right, that is so good. Yo, and we got Performapal Flip Hippo, which is an Earth Beast. Special summon a Performapal from its hand. Okay, it's not great. Another Terminal World next, but I think we can cut this finally. Cyber Tutupon, Hanstandacoon, Beast level 2. Okay, when this card is destroyed by battle, you can target one card. Ooh, that's actually really good. That's really good. Hell yeah. Sprite's Blessing and Seal Eel. Dude, what the hell is that? Gross. Oh, this is going so well. Rise of the Duelist. What else do we need out of here? More Melffy cards, I think. Capricious Dark Lord. And Melffy Mommy in every pack, apparently. Dude. Megalith Mommy, Curse of Dragon, the Cursed Dragon. We have Magalenica, the Deep Sea City as a super rare field spell that we won't be playing. Fury of Kairushin, Linker Bell, Spiral Reborn, and Fight for Jar. A load of garbage there. We shall narrow it down to one pack each left. We have a Machina, Resavager, Infernoble Knight Mogis, Dark Lord, Nergal. We have a playset of these now. We have Melffy Rabby and Infernoble Knight Oliver. I think we've committed to the Melffys at this point. We don't really care about Gaias or Infernobles. Melffy Tag, we now have a playset of the Reborn. That's really nice. Nation again and Twinkle Little Star. All right, let's try our luck once again at the Battles of Legend. Armageddon. See if we can pull that 10,000 dragon. Dude, I honestly, the way this is going, I would not be surprised if we do actually get a Starlight out of this pack. Oh, it's another Trishula. Okay, right. Let's see, what have we got? We have... Oh, yes! Kalantosa, Mystical Beast of the Forest. So when this is special summoned, you can destroy a card on the field. That is amazing for Melffys, and this is going to be a very good addition to our deck. We have Boost Warrior, which I guess works with like Infernobles. Elemental Hero Chaos Neos, 3,000 target for punishment. We have Steam Synchron and a Glacial Beast Polar Penguin, which I don't think we will be using. But hey, we got the Kalantosa. Very nice, very nice. All right, we'll do a punishment and then end on the 2017 Megaton. Come on, give us like another puppy. Another puppy would be really nice. Indulge Dark Lord. We have Edge Imp Scythe. Curse of Dragon. The Cursed Dragon. Is that secret? No. Oh my! It's a secret spell. No, come on, come on. This is gonna look so rigged. Another red potato man. We have triple tactics talent. Oh my god! What the fuck? Bro, this is insane. Oh, what the fuck? Triple Tactics Talent. The funny thing about this is I don't think it's going to be as playable for our deck as it would be in like a meta deck, because we're not really going to get hand trapped because there's not really much we can get hand trapped on. But dude, those pools are actually insane. Holy shit. Season 1 was super lucky in the beginning. Season 2 is probably topped that. That's actually ridiculous. Melffy Hide and Seek, a 4th punishment? We got a playset of punishment in this opening as well. Holy, oh my god, dude. Spiral Fusion, Dice. Oh man, I cannot wait to read all of the comments being like, yo, this is rigged. Bro, what you doing, hackermans? All right, let's end this on a high. I mean, dude, I don't know anymore. Gendo, the Asiatic Monk, apparently. This, is one of the cards we want to replace in the deck. It's not great. Gear Change. We have Red Warg. Another Bubble Bow Wow. Pet the dog. Cuban. All right, Rubik's Cube. Very nice. Revolving Switchyard. We don't play Trains. Envoy of Chaos. For the super, we have Magician of Dark Illusion. Don't think we can play this. We have True King. Agnimazad, the Vanisher. And we have a secret rare beginning with F. It's a spell. Foolish by Real Goods, maybe? Foolish Burial Goods, yes. I don't know if there's any spells or traps that we want to send off of this. Man, oh, dude. If we were playing Infernobles, this could have been really nice, actually. So yeah, Foolish Burial Goods. We have Summon Gate. What is this? Each player, I mean, I guess this can be used against like Dragon Link or something. Ancient Gear, Hunting Hound, Smeagol. We have Quarantine, Paleozoic Eldonia. So we now have 5 Paleozoic cards, and Crystron entry once again. What does this one do? Target one face-up monster in the field. It gains attack and defense. All right, so that's actually not bad. We can play that. Oh, yo. We have so many changes to our deck, and I think the power level has just skyrocketed. We're going to be searching fucking Theo or Adin off of this £70 card. Alright, let's go swap some things around then. Now, before we begin shaping up our deck, I think it's time to look at our current challenges. Unbelievably, we just pulled 2 core set secrets, which completes the 1 challenge for the structure decks, and we need 1 more to complete the challenge for the larger products. Also, if we go back and look at the luck points in the first episode, you can see that we have well over 5,000 and have therefore completed the challenges in both categories. It's actually turned out to be the most liked video on the entire channel, so yeah, we're definitely stocked up on luck points for now. This leaves us with just 1 challenge in our way before we can unlock a structure deck. We need to win a match, boys. Given how cracked our pools were today, I think it's definitely possible with the right hand, so we need to figure out the deck. So I think it's fair to say we got pretty damn lucky with our pools there. Gotta be like the best £40 I've ever spent. Except that one time down the harbour. But we have some other cards here that I want to speak about as well before we start buffing up our deck. And one of those is Drill Driver Vespinato, the Wasp, rank 5 Xyz. I totally just glossed over this card, but you can slap this on any rank 4, and it never occurred to me that Zoodiac cards were all rank 4. So yeah, you can slap this on Dryden, 2500 attack, piercing damage, and also when it's destroyed, special summons a level 5 or lower monster from the graveyard. So actually, a really good card, and it's like pretty much a staple in Zoodiac decks. So that's definitely something I missed out that we will be putting in today. Something else worth speaking about here is Melffy Playhouse, which is actually a pretty good card because it's non-destructive removal, and say we detach 2 materials from Mommy, we can return 2 cards to the hand. This does require you to reliably have a Beast Xyz monster on the field, and I just don't think that's really going to happen with our minimal Melffy package. So we're not going to be playing Playhouse, but it is a good card to be worth considering in the future once we buff our Beast package. Another combo here that I figured out while reading through all the cards is the Fluffal stuff and the Frightfur stuff in Rise of the Duelist. I thought it was unplayable, but actually, turns out it is a pretty playable combo because if you open up Edge Imp Scythe and Fluffal Dolphin, during your opponent's main phase, you can reveal the Scythe and then fusion summon both of the cards from your hand to summon Cruel Whale, which destroys a card on the field. Then you can dump a Frightfur card to increase its own attack. And then if you dump Frightfur Jar, you can also half an opponent's monster attack as well. So that is a pretty spicy combo that can put out a lot of damage and interruption onto the field, but it does require playing a lot of cards that only work if you sort of draw the right combinations. So we might try that out today, see if we can get out our Frightfur Cruel Whale. If not, then we might take it out. I don't know, we'll see. It's something worth considering. And then we get into our fresh cards. So Melffy Mommy kind of sucks, to be honest. Her effects aren't that great, but you know, we can summon her now. We have our second Entis for punishment, and we can activate this off Nadir as well. So going second, we can still trigger it and pop our opponent's monsters. We have Chaos Neos just as a punishment target. Totally awesome, which requires 2 level 2 Aqua type monsters, so it does require 2 Paleozoic traps, and we have 5 or 6 in the deck. So we might not get this out too often, but we can summon it, which is really, really nice. Just a generic rank 4 for our Waspy over here. Summon Gate, probably a side deck card. We have 1 card in the side deck, basically a summon limit for extra deck monsters. Eldonia, just a playable Paleozoic name. Kalantosa, we said, destroys a card when it's special summoned by a beast. We have the Hanstandacoon as well, which bounces the card back to the hand when it's destroyed. Nadir Servant, double punishment. We got this Weedle looking ass over here. This is an impermanence, dude. So you scale it, and then once per turn, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. That face-up monster has its effects negated until the end of this turn. That's crazy. That's literally just like a going second impermanence in the scale. So we're probably going to make use of that. We have triple tactics, obviously, probably better going second than going first because we're not going to get hand trapped, but I do feel like we have to main this regardless. We have Performapal Radish Horse. This is sort of like a Cyber Dragon where you just special summon it to the field if your opponent has a special summon monster. Then it has another effect, sort of like Theo, where you can reduce an opponent's monster's attack by 500 and then buff one of your own monsters by 500. So if you combine that with Theo, then you can get a pretty beefy monster on the field. Second Desires, another Blue Eyes White Dragon. Still need to summon this, it's gonna happen. Foolish Burial Goods, we can use that to send the Frightful Jar, or we can use it to send a Paleozoic card to get our Paleo plays going. It's not doing a whole lot by itself, but it can help get us to some plays, which is quite nice. And Magician of Dark Illusion, I thought we couldn't play this, but it's on trap activation as well, so if we activate a trap or a spell card during our opponent's turn, we can just special summon this to the field. And that's about all it does for us, but I mean, it is a free 2100 or 2500 booty in combination with our interruption, like punishment or something, so that could work pretty nicely. So we now have essentially a Dark Magician and a Blue Eyes in the deck, potentially. So yeah, lots of good pools, lots of things to be considered here. Our deck might be looking pretty good by the end of this. Now, this is our new and improved 40 card list, and I must say it looks incredible. We have so many good interruptive cards in here that we should be able to control matches pretty well, and with the addition of the Frightful package, that's a pretty damn explosive play, albeit inconsistent, but if we do pull it off, that can just literally swing games in our favor, so the damage output is much better compared to last episode. We do have a side deck, Summon Gate and Lithosagem for extra deck heavy decks when we have to go first, and of course Indiana Gnomes. I think despite all the traps in the main deck, we do want to go second, which probably sounds insane, but my philosophy is if we go second, we can't get OTK'd, because if we are going first, we're not putting up that great of a board. Like Drident Pass with a couple traps isn't amazing, whereas if we go second, we can make Drident and then pop and go into Vespinato. We can still set our traps to resolve on turn 3, which is fine, but more importantly, we get that beautiful 6th card to play with, and that's really important for a deck like ours. I really think we can take a match with this, so hopefully we get the structure deck in the next episode and it's smooth sailing from there. I'm so excited to test it out, man, so wish us luck, and let's go see what our patrons have for us. Alright, so first up here we have a remote duel against Big Fred playing the Phantom Rage English RevzCards Reveal Dual Avatar. After we lose the die roll, Fred chooses to go first and starts by activating the field spell. This is like one of the many dual avatar 1-card combos, so it's going to get a search for a dual avatar monster on activation, and he's going to search for a copy of Fist's Yuhi. Now, after normal summoning the Yuhi, he can activate the second effect of the field spell, which is going to summon a dual avatar token to his field because he controls a dual avatar monster, and then he can activate the effect of Yuhi to destroy the token and search for a spell. Dual Avatar Invitation, which is like the crux of the deck, because by activating this you can special summon as many dual avatar tokens as possible to your field, and you can then fusion summon up to twice. So using 2 tokens and the Yuhi, he's going to get Empowered Kongyu onto the field, and then just using the remaining 2 tokens, he's going to get the Feet Man. Not a bad setup at all coming from just the 1 card. He essentially has 1 negate for an extra deck monster, and just a big Chongus on the field as well. Sprinkle in a couple of back row, and it's over to us. We're going to start our turn by dropping some big spoilers for Fred here, and activate a card in the only zone on my mat that has a glare. I do fix this after this activation, but we activate Nadir Servant. I really wish the audio in the recording didn't mess up because some of the reactions are so funny, but with Nadir Servant we're going to dump a copy of Entis to search for a copy of Theo. So on resolution, Entis is going to activate targeting 1 card on the field to destroy it, and we're going to get rid of his big boy. Next up, because an extra deck monster is on the field, we can special summon Theo from the hand. I do set 3 back row here instead of in main phase 2, which is probably wrong, but oh well. Theo has 1800 attack and the Feet Man's has 2100 defense, but we can activate Theo's effect to buff his own attack and beat over it. However, we get met with an imperm. Pretty solid exchange overall, but from there, it's gonna be a pass. Fred draws for turn and then flips Compact, which basically just says,
I'll fucking do it again.
it copies the effect of a dual avatar spell or trap in the graveyard, obviously going for Invitation here so we can special summon 5 tokens and then fusion this time into 2 of the Fist Boys. This guy has the effect where on special summon it can destroy 1 face-up attack position monster I control, which he does, then he flips a Feet Man to attack position and goes into the battle phase. On his first attack declaration, I do flip a Paleozoic Morella just to dump a trap. It's not really doing anything, but it sets us up for future plays, and we take a chunk of damage, 2100 of which is illegal because Agio's destruction effect restricts him from attacking directly, but we missed it, and so accepted game state. In the end phase, we're going to flip a Leon Qualia, which is going to return his Invitation back to the graveyard, but it's going to also allow us to chain one of our traps in the grave to special summon. Also in the end phase, his token gets destroyed, and it's over to us where we can't really do too much. We do set 1 back row, swap our Morella to defense, and pass it back over. Looks like a pretty grim situation with just 2100 life points. Fred starts by linking into a Nightmare Phoenix and using its effect to destroy what was a Blizzard in our back row. He normal summons Feet, which gets a search for a dual avatar trap, and then links into Linkcross with the Phoenix, getting 2 tokens before linking into an Anaconda. What are these insane combos, man? I don't know if Dragoon's gonna come out or what, but I see my opportunity, and on the summon of Anaconda, I do flip Punishment. I think he was actually going to dump Polymerization for the 2 tokens to get first of the dragons onto the field, but not on my watch. Because we activated a trap card as well, we can chain one of our Paleo traps in the grave to get another body on the field, then we dump our Ned Beats, popping both the Anaconda and his fusion. So really the perfect choke point for us to take advantage of. He's now left not being able to do anything except set 1 back row and pass turn. Now it's time to turn this duel around, boys. Pot of Desires off the top, you love to see it, but it gets even better. We then proceed to tribute our 2 Paleozoic traps from the field.
Theo, blue lights, white dragon.
Hell yeah, dude, we actually summoned it, but that's not all, it gets better. We then go on to banish all 4 fusions from Fred's graveyard to special summon our Dogmatika Nexus to the field as well. 3200 attack points, and anytime it battles, it just nukes the opponent's field of attack position monsters at the start of the damage step. What an insane turn, man, but unfortunately it's not enough because in our end phase, Fred gets Yuhi back to the field through the trap he added earlier, which gets him to another Invitation setup, and the big beefy Chongus boy just outs our Nexus and we get punched for game. So close to turning it around there, so big sad. Game 2 we choose to go second, and Fred once again makes it to the exact same board, starting off with just the field spell. That's the thing with dual avatar, it is pretty consistent because it has like 9 1-card combos that all get to the same board. Unfortunately our turn isn't that exciting. All we can do is set 3 back row, hope for the best, and pass turn. That doesn't necessarily mean our turn was bad though, because some of our back row is pretty scary. So Fred's going to start off with a Defeating Evil, which is going to target one of his monsters and one of my cards and destroy them. He hit a useless Paleozoic trap, which is fine, and because he destroyed a fusion monster, he can draw a card. From there, to wipe out the rest of my back row, he activates a Twin Twisters, paying cost, to which I chain the Blizzard, negating it and bouncing it back to his hand. He is real determined to get rid of my back row though, because he then uses the field spell to summon a token and flips Compact, copying the Defeating Evil to pop the token and my final back row, which of course forces it out. We flip the Punishment. Now after resolving Punishment, you are locked out of the extra deck until the end of your next turn, so we have to play here and chain our Edge Imp Scythe in hand. Unbelievable explosive plays, man. We have the combo. So fusing our Scythe with a Fluffal Dolphin in hand, Fright for Cruel Whale is going to hit the field, and then Punishment is going to dump a Ned Beats to destroy the token. On resolution, we then get the effect of Cruel Whale and the effect of Ned Beats, which are both going to target 1 card on the field and destroy them. So we're literally destroying 3 cards at once here. Yo, are we playing Unchained? We get rid of the big boy and our whale does get impermanenced, which I guess saves us from having to banish our Scythe from the graveyard. But this was all on his turn and he has nothing left to do except pass on an empty board. Top decking a Dogmatika Nexus for turn is unfortunately not playable just yet because there's only 3 extra deck monsters in the graveyard, so instead we just have to activate the effect of Cruel Whale to dump a Fright for card and punch him for 39. Fred is also really low on resources with nothing too playable, so all he can do is set 2 back row and pass it back to us where we smack him, and then he scoops when all he top decks is an impermanence. We got our first game win! Hell yeah! Now, let's win the match. Game 3, Fred makes us go first this time, and so we set 2 back row and activate Puppy in the end phase. We're ending our turn with a nice little fluffy friend on our field, and Fred just dives in at the deep end, slaps a lion on the board. Alpha Master of Beasts, but we can't be tamed. We're going to activate Puppy to bounce it back to the hand, and summon our Kalantosa from the deck, which is going to pop that lion. Unfortunately, he has the Reborn to bring back Alpha, and then he goes on to activate the dual avatar field spell, to which we chain Paleozoic Allinoides. Literally the perfect answer. By destroying the field spell, he won't get the search on activation, and he can't get to his big fusion plays. Instead, he just goes to the battle phase and beats over our Hedgehog, which triggers our Bread Crusty Boy in hand, because it was an Earth monster destroyed by battle. But we did take the Reviver out of our deck, so there's not really any great targets in our deck to send to the grave. I do dump a Fenny just to thin the deck and prevent us from drawing a kind of useless card. Fred goes into his main phase 2, sets 2 back row and activates the effect of Alpha to bounce itself and my bread crusts to the hand. With no monsters on his side of the field, we are free to take an early lead here, so I start by flipping Paleozoic Morella, to which he chains a compact targeting the field spell. I do chain Allinoides here as well to get the body on the board, and then we just dump another trap. Now activating Nadir Servant from hand, we can clear his final back row by dumping an Entis to search for Theo. Turns out it was an impermanence that we got rid of, which is always nice, and now we're free to summon the Theo and go in for 3,000 damage. Setting a back row in main phase 2, and then once again getting the Puppy out in the end phase is a pretty strong start. We see the Alpha come down again, and before he gets a chance to activate the effect, I do flip the Punishment here because I feel like he's quite low on resources and doesn't really have many plays. So dumping Sun Saga, we finally get rid of the Lion, and then Yuhi gets normal summoned, to which we activate the Puppy, getting Changeraffe from the deck. On summon, the Giraffe is going to negate the Yuhi, hopefully stopping his plays, but we see a Polymerization come down. Having to fuse from hand to get an Agio onto the field, he does have a threat, but he has no cards left in hand, so if we can deal with this, he has no resources left. Using the effect of Fistman, he destroys our Theo, and then goes into the battle phase and attacks over our trap. Over to us, and our resources are running pretty low as well. There's not really anything I want to play right now, so I swap our draft to attack mode and crash it into the fusion. It costs us quite a bit of life points, but it does get our Fat Monk onto the board, which is going to dump another Fenny because we don't really have any good targets, and then we can finally beat over this fusion, giving him no cards left. We're so close, man. We get Puppy once again in the end phase and pass turn, to which he draws and passes it back over. We just need the damage, dude. Swapping Puppy to attack mode and normal summoning a Fluffal Dolphin, we go into the battle phase and deal 4,500 points of damage, leaving him with just 300 left. I hate to admit that Fred pulls some Heart of the Card shit here and top decks the field spell, which gets him to his full Street Fighter combo. I realize that we're going to need to go on the defense here, so I activate Puppy on the normal summon to summon Catty from the deck, and then when he resolves Invitation, we activate Catty to get Handstandacoon to the hand. Going into the battle phase, his big boy attacks over our Dolphin and then activates its effect to return our Fat Monk to our hand. This leaves us wide open for a 2,400 smack, putting us all the way down to just 400 life points. We top deck a Radish horse, and our last resort here is to just build a wall and try not to die. So we special summon the horse in defense position, we set our Handstandacoon, and then in the end phase we get Puppy and Catty in defense position as well. This should buy us one more turn, and it does because Fred just goes straight to the battle phase and attacks over our Handstandacoon with his big boy. This allows him to bounce Puppy back to the hand, and then he attacks over the horse with his other fusion. That is indeed a face-up earth monster being destroyed by battle, so once again that's going to summon our monk and send another monster from the deck to the grave. Main phase 2, Fred sets a back row, and it's over to us for our final turn. We need a perfect draw here, and we get just exactly what I was hoping for. So first things first, going into the battle phase, we can attack over the Agio with our Crusty Monk for 200 points of damage, putting him down to just 100 life points. Now going to the end phase, we get Puppy and we pass turn. All Fred has to do is go to the battle phase and attack into our Crusty Monk for bang on lethal. So that's what he does. He goes battle phase, but wait, end of main phase. We activate our Edge Imp Scythe from the hand, fusing with our Dolphin to get Cruel Will onto the field, which is going to pop the big fusion on summon, and we take the game. We've actually done it. Only 2 weeks into the challenge, we win our first match and unlock a The The frustrating thing about that game is that I had multiple opportunities to take the win. I just kept misplaying, like forgetting paleo traps in the graveyard and stuff. But it does prove that we can win a match with this deck, and so progress is being made. We have 3 other matches today, however the patrons decided to bully me by taking advantage of the fact that we have no form of interruptions. First up, we have Lasha on the Trickstars, Reincarnation, Droll and Lockbird. Next up, we have Gargoyle on Mech Knights. Yep. And then we have Kaz running whatever you call this, turn skip turbo, I guess. Jesus Christ, I hate you all. I actually hate you all. What a lovely episode of Table 501, am I right? Despite the patrons ganging up and ruining my day, we still managed to clutch out a win today and realize that it's possible for us to win a match. So first off, I want to say that I am super impressed with how competent the deck actually felt. That Frightfur combo with Edge Imp Scythe just feels like a massive power boost and fixed the whole damage output problem, and with how consistent the deck is at actually stalling now, we're somewhat able to control the game until we get to our bigger plays. Obviously on a casual level, but still. I think we've got to the point where we no longer need to worry about the playability in the deck. We definitely have a playable list now. It's now a case of guiding the deck in the direction that we want to go and expanding upon that. So that's what we're going to be doing in episode 3. I really can't wait, man. I'm having so much fun with this. Are we going to get our first match win? Stay tuned to find out. I really appreciate all the support you guys have been showing the channel. We're going hard this season and I hope that comes across. So yeah, thank you so much for watching if you have made it this far. Please remember to like the video if you did enjoy it and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Enjoy your weekend and I'll see you next time. Bye!
To slow down, fireplace, do you